Yo, 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 what is good, everybody, man? It's your boy, Darnell YG, dog, and I am back with another stream of NCAA Football 14. And this is the NCAA Football 14 ESPN signing day. And this signing day right here is specifically for Darnell Mason Jr. He's the number one or number two quarterback in the country. Don't know which one because they took his rank down before everything was over and whatever. But he ain't tripping off that because he knows that he's gonna he's coming here to make his decision today and to make his college choice today. Now the season is over. The high school season is over. Darnell Mason he came through and he dominated throughout the whole season of the Washington Catholic Athletic Conference throughout the regular season and throughout the playoffs. He dominated, led his team to a state championship. Well, high school. Well, DC is not actually a state championship, but it's actually a citywide title, citywide championship, however you want to put it. But this guy threw for over 4,000 yards and almost 60 touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken. Please excuse me for the misinterpretation of the stats, but it's like I didn't get to do everything. It's been crazy or whatever. But back to this. This guy, he's amazing. He has 1,900 recruiting points. He's a 5-star quarterback. 6'3", 190. Like, he's a tall quarterback. Like, a lot of people like those tall quarterbacks. One thing about him, he doesn't really have that much of a strong arm. Doesn't really have that much of. I'm not going to say he doesn't really have that much of great mobility. He has mobility that can elude him out the pocket, elude him from the defender. He has the IQ to put the ball where it's supposed to be. But the only thing is, a lot of these colleges that has recruited him, they only really want him for his legs and what he can do and everything. Like you got a lot of schools up here: Georgia, pro; Ohio State, spread; LSU, pro; Alabama, one back; Notre Dame, spread. You got. Look at all these offenses that want him. Pro, spread, pro, one back, spread, pro, multiple, spread. Okay, let's keep going. Air raid, multiple, pro, multiple. It seems like only a few teams, few schools, few colleges that want to offer him a scholarship trust in his ability of his arm or whatever and everything. But yeah, shout out to my homeboy, Huckleberry Vaughn, sitting up here talking to him. You know what I'm saying? It's my homie, man. Hey, man, he the one that got me onto Fight Night Champion. Like, when I saw him on Fight Night Champion, I was like, bro, I got to get this, though. You know what I'm saying? But back to the show. But a lot of schools, hell yeah. My bad. I'm sorry. Because you can't interrupt a broadcast. A lot of these schools are predicated on the success of his run game and his IQ, but not his arm, his IQ, and his run game. You know what I'm saying? And Darnell Mason Jr. is more than that. Like, you can go and check out his recruiting highlights online. They'll be up there soon because a lot of teams want to see what can he do. Where's his highlights? Like, forget about the games, bruh. His games are his highlights. That's what I'm saying. 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. We'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. Shout out to Huckleberry Vaughn. I was talking to him, but a lot of these schools, they predicating on his feet and his IQ and not his arm. That's okay because this kid is a teachable kid. And I know this is his signing day, but I just want to give you this before we get into it. He's a teachable kid, because you want to know why, and this is why I say he's a teachable kid. During the if you go back and look at his high school season, he played He played freshman, sophomore year for Inglewood High School in Inglewood, California. Led them to a championship sophomore year. Junior year, didn't play. Senior year, he came back and dominated. Everybody was thinking everybody in the Washington, D.C. area was thinking and was trying to wonder and figure out, could he do it? Could he bring it? Yes, he can. Because you want to know why? Like I said, this kid is a teachable kid. Go back and look at all of his games. Look at all 13, 14 games. Look at so many mistakes that he made behind the line of scrimmage. Because he made a lot. Don't get it twisted. He made a lot of mistakes with his arm, his eye, and with his legs. But fast forward to the end of those games, because he only made those mistakes in the first half. If you fast forward to the end of all his games and look back at all his stats, he did not throw not one second half interception. I'm sorry, he did not throw not one second half interception, bro. Those are teachable moments. And I know you're probably watching this video and listening and thinking, hey, how is that a teachable moment? And I'm about to give you this from 3 aspects. 3 sports I love: football, baseball, and basketball. Basketball. If you come out shooting in the first half 2 for 13, and then you come back 2 for 13, 0% from behind the field, from the arc about 27%, and you got 7 turnovers in the first half, that's first and second. You come back the second half, that 2 for 13, you take 13 more shots, and that turns into 15 for you take 13 more shots, that turns into 15 for 28. Bruh, come on, man. 15 for 28, bruh. That's almost 50%, bruh, that you came back and you killed with no turnovers, 100% from the arc, and you shot it 3 times from behind the arc, and you missed 1. Bruh, that is recalibration. However you say that word, you know what I'm saying? Recalibrate. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. That is regrouping. You know what I'm saying? That's a teachable moment. Why? Because you sat there and listened to what your coach told you, and you came back out there for that second half, and you dominated. Baseball. If you're down by the 7-inning stretch, 1-0, and you keep going for the home run to get on the board, bro. And during the 7-inning stretch, the coach will tell you, all right, we got to stop going for the long ball. We got to stop going for the big hit, the big play. How about we just play a game of bases? And what is that? Just get a hit good enough to get an on-base hit. Just don't go for that big hit. Make them chase that ball. Because let me tell you, I don't give a damn at baseball. I don't care. In baseball, if you know how to hit a line drive good enough to get it where you want to hit it, then do that. And then just keep your man on base until you score. Because let me tell you, by the time you score, you're gonna get one person. You're gonna get one person to score and tie it up. In football, if you come out there throwing like this guy, Darnell Mason Jr., it's almost time for him to make his decision. When you get up there like this guy, I seen this guy throw 4 interceptions in a game, right? You know what he did second half? Because he had 1 touchdown first half, but he threw 4 interceptions first half. You know what he did second half? Second half, he came back and threw 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, no fumbles. And that's the one thing about this guy. He's very careful with the ball. He only had 1 fumble out of this whole high school season. Out of this whole senior season. He only had 1 fumble out of senior season. And that was the first round playoff game against Baylor South. That guy said, hold up, that's my first fumble. Can't start doing that. He takes care of the ball very well. So that quality lets you know he won't be mistake prone for very much. But like they said, and I forgot what video it was when he I forgot what game it was in the players, but the broadcaster said I think it was the championship game. They said it's good that he's making these mistakes now, because as he gets older, those mistakes are going to be gone. And you want to know why? Because he's learned from those mistakes. A teachable guy. Teachable moments. Let me tell you, Peyton Manning threw 20. I'm going to keep saying this to stress for all quarterbacks. This is for this fact right here, and this learning and teachable moment is for all quarterbacks. Bro, Peyton Manning threw 28 touchdowns. I mean, not 20, excuse me, 28 interceptions his rookie year in the NFL. Hold up. I know you probably like, that's the NFL, not college. Bruh, let me tell you. I done seen guys throw about 20-something interceptions in college, so get that out your head. And they were called great quarterbacks, so get that out your head. He threw 28 interceptions his rookie year, but look what happened. He went on to win 2 Super Bowls in his career and had one of the most illustrious careers in the NFL. So I ain't trying to hear that. So just because this guy threw all these interceptions or whatever, don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing, because let me tell you, he's gonna come back and he's gonna do it all. But we just got the word, we just got the call. After this commercial break, Darnell Mason, he will come back and he will make his decision. So if you're gonna move from your couch, go to the refrigerator, get you a beer or whatever. I know it's early in the day or whatever, because these guys make their decisions early in the day or whatever. But if you go get your, you know what I'm saying, if you move from the couch, go get some more chips and beer or whatever, trust and believe, you better come right back, or you're gonna have to hit that rewind button. But I think you should miss this. First he's gonna make a speech and everything. They're gonna let him make a speech and everything, and let him get comfortable and everything, and then they're gonna let him make his choice. So Darnell Mason coming back. We'll be right back at you on ESPN NCAA Football 14, Dirty Creek Sports Network. Be right back at you. Okay, so welcome back to NCAA Football 14, ESPN signing day on Dirty Creek Sports Network and ESPN, proud partners or whatever. Shout out to ESPN all day, no other way. But here we have Darnell Mason sitting down with us, and we're not going to ask him any questions or whatever. We're just going to sit down, let him make his speech, hear what he has to say, and he's going to make his college choice. Now, but before we do that, I just want to say, Darnell Mason, thank you for joining us, and we just want to say we're proud of you for sitting here with us and choosing your choice for your college football, for your college of your choice. Now, a lot of people know that this choice and this decision you didn't want to make without your family or whatever, or without whatever close friends that you have. Now, we just want to ask you. No, matter of fact, we're not gonna ask you. We just want to say congratulations on your high school championship, your Player of the Year awards and everything. And we just want to say, wow us with your choice and your decision. Go ahead. Okay, first of all, I'd like to say thank you to all my coaches, my fans, my friends, my family, the ones that support me, not just in sports, but in academics, music, and everything. Because I do music on the side, and hopefully that's one way I can incorporate my talents and everything, make highlight videos and put my music up so more people can listen to me and hear me or whatever. But excuse me. I just want to say thank you to the WCAC and St. John's for giving me a chance to showcase my talent at the school. Forgive me, I'm nervous. But showcasing my talent at the schools or whatever, and I just want to say thank you for Coach Jackson for teaching me the ropes, teaching me how to make myself better. I just want to say thank you for the dean of the St. John School. Thank you for my homeboy Christian Carter for being there with me, being the help of the team or whatever that we need or whatever and everything. Thank you to my uncle for being hard on me so that I know hard work pays off. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough. He told me you gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be physical, you gotta be nose on with everything you do. Can't make excuses. He was from a very I come from a very big military background, me and my family, whatever, and he made sure that whatever I did, I made no excuses. And even if when I did make an excuse, I would get punished for it because he would rather me be honest, straight up, tell the truth like a man, than just hide behind some excuse like a little boy. But I ain't trying to get too much in that. But I want to thank him because without him, man, let me tell you, I don't know where I would be headed down. I don't know what road I'd be headed down. Thank my mom, rest in peace, God rest her soul. Thank my grandma, God rest her soul. My aunties and everything. I know everybody's been waiting since the beginning of December for this decision, whatever. And I know it's kind of late or whatever for me to make my choice and my decision, but right now I just want to say, man, this is tough for me. Before I go into that, I just want to say this. A lot of colleges sat there and when they came to recruit me, they predicated my success or predicted my success on the talents of my legs. Not too much of my IQ, my arm, but on my legs. It's like every time they came to me, you'd be a good addition to us running the ball. But then I asked them, what about my arm? They would say things like, kid, with legs like yours, who needs an arm or whatever, but I want to get better in my arm. So this school, the reason and the choice that I'm making for this school is because I know this school right here will teach me to use my arm and to also teach me how to read defenses better so that if I go into the NFL then I would be better against the defense. And also I want to choose the college I'm choosing right now is because someone that's real close to me, they're going here to take a job or whatever, and I want to follow behind their footsteps because I feel that they can teach me. And another reason I'm going here is because a certain coach came to my house and recruited me, and out of all the other coaches, his speech was the most. It drew me in. His speech got me all in, and so for the next 3 years, I'm going to take my talents down to South Beach and choose the Miami Hurricanes. Yeah, I'm going to go down and take my talents down to South Beach, choose the Miami Hurricanes. Now, he said he's taking his talents down to South Beach, Miami's Hurricanes. Now, it's a big discrepancy. The reason why he didn't want to go there first, because there's a problem where he won his number 5 or whatever, and it's a few people on that squad that has already had the number 5 team, had the number 5 jersey. And they worked out a discrepancy. He'll wear number 10 for the spring training, the spring camp. And if you make it onto the depth chart, because they still have De'Aaron King. And if he makes it onto the depth chart as the first string quarterback, then he by the first season, then he can get the number 5. Then he can get the number 5 jersey. But I'm glad to see him taking his talents to somewhere where, like he said, it can help his arm talent. Because don't get it twisted, this kid has very, very great arm talent. He has strength. He has a good strong arm, but it's not powerful. He don't have a Brett Favre or Peyton Manning arm or a Tom Brady arm. His arm is more like his arm is more like, who can we say didn't have a big arm in the NFL or in college or whatever? Like, but that's the thing about it. That's why a lot of teams want him to run the ball, because his arm he doesn't have a big arm. Like, will that be a problem? Or will that be a strategic game plan for the Miami Hurricanes this season? You've heard it. This guy's going down to Miami. And another reason why he wants to go down to Miami, because like he said in the video, forgot to say it, but he probably forgot to say it, but he wants to bring back the U. I talked to him and asked him. I talked to him earlier this week and asked him, have you ever thought about going to Miami? Because he mentioned to me that he wanted to get better with his arm talent or whatever. I asked him, did he ever think about going to Miami or whatever? He was like, you know what? I sit down. Let's go back to that. So, have you ever thought? I know you said you wanted to get better in your arm, but have you ever thought about going down to Miami or whatever to make your arm talent better? Well, I thought about it, to be honest with you, because I sit and watch a lot of college football games, old college football games, on TV, on YouTube and all that, and I can't even lie. The U was the greatest. The U in the 80s and the 2000s, they were the greatest. So if I was to go there, then they would have to really get a defense for me to actually go down there, because Miami really doesn't have a defense right now. They doesn't have that U defense, and we're not really gonna have that U offense. So if I go down there with the dreams of contributing to the U, then man, we're gonna have to get some weapons down there. I wouldn't mind though. See, right there, I kind of figured that that's the choice that he was gonna choose, but I didn't want to read too much into it, because like, the U is the U, bro. Like, can't nobody replace the U. But there you have it. Darnell Mason Jr., he's made his choice. He made his college selection. He's going to the Miami Hurricanes, the University of Miami. I just hope that when he goes down there, he can have success. Let me tell you, last few years, Miami really hasn't had success. The days of the U program is over, but I feel that this kid, with his IQ, if you have the IQ and his IQ is built enough. I'm not saying it's built all the way, but it's built enough. He's still gonna make mistakes, but it's built enough to learn when to make mistakes and when not to make mistakes. Like I say, he's a teachable kid, teachable guy. Offense, he helps out on the defense and teaches the defense to show him how to read quarterbacks and everything. And that's another thing. Like, if he doesn't go to the NFL, he sure has a career in coaching. I wouldn't mind seeing him as a head coach in the NCAA or offensive coordinator in the NFL, something like. But I believe that before he goes into coaching, this kid should think of a career in the NFL, because he has the talent. He has the talent and he has the smarts, and he doesn't have the body build. They're gonna have to build his body up a little bit more, because he's 6'3", 190. That kid is a twig with a toothpick. But he doesn't kill like that, because he has mental toughness. He has physical toughness. He can take a hit. Man, this kid can do it all. But thank you for watching the ESPN signing day for Darnell Mason. We will see you next season down in Miami, Florida, where we'll be stationed to call every Miami Hurricanes game for next season. So thank you guys for joining in and tuning in, and we will see you guys next season. Actually, we will see you guys next season, and then after that, we will see you guys on next signing day. So long.